Welcome back to another episode of the Construction Business Blueprint YouTube channel. This channel is where I come and share real life examples for construction business owners, training construction business owners, real life examples, real life scenarios, things that I've been through over 2 decades in the industry and things that I go through with my clients every single day. I try to share as much knowledge, wisdom, and still the same coaching tactics that I go through with my own private clients every single day here for you. So please do like this post or like this video, subscribe to the channel because we issue these out on a weekly basis and they are absolute gold for you if you own a trading construction business. This week we're going to talk about team. I often say to people, 9 times out of 10 you do not have a team problem, you have a leadership problem. And leadership is one of the, again, sub-pillars of everything we do in the Construction Business Blueprint. It's a whole topic that we have different lessons on every single week with different topics and coaching on this. And again, leadership all again originates from you, the business owner. So I often hear the same phrase every time: my team just don't step up. The guys just don't do what they need to do. And I hear that every single week from different guys in the industry, either clients or non-clients. I hear the same thing time and time again. They don't take ownership. I'm constantly having to jump in. They don't show any initiative. But most of the time, it's not a team problem. Don't get me wrong before you all scroll on, because I know that there are guys in this industry who can be a major pain in the ass. I know that there's employees out there who aren't great, but I'm talking about the majority of the time. Most of these issues with the same team that you currently have can be fixed when you fix the leadership, which is when you fix you as the business owner and how you're leading and managing that team. It's usually always due to the same problem. There are no clear roles, there is no clear expectations and no clear structure. When those things aren't in place, then people guess. Your team will guess, or they'll just stand and wait for you for the answer. And when people guess or when people stand around, then things get missed, essentially. So I just want to share again some scenarios that my clients have actually been through, just to put it into perspective so you can think about it in real life terms. I had a client, great guy, worked hard as everybody does inside the blueprint, but he was always getting dragged into jumping on the tools. This guy was a general builder. He couldn't go to any project without getting dragged into things. He was either cleaning up, helping carry, mixing cement. He was always getting involved in something. So I said to him something really simple, and he kind of looked at me, and kind of scratching his head, and I was like, stop turning up like that. I says, do me a favor, answer me this question. Do you turn up and work here? What way do you turn up to work every day? And he said, yeah, Snickers, trousers, whatever else. So he was turning up like one of the lads. He was turning up to site as if to say, what can I help with here? And the lads seen him as that role. Here comes the boss. He's going to jump in, give us a hand. Here, John, Jimmy, Marc, whatever, jump in here and give me a hand to lift this up. And need a hand with this, need a hand with the other. So I said to him, do yourself a favor and wear your best clothes to go to the site visit the next time. Don't turn up in your work gear. Turn up nice jeans, whatever you want to wear, chinos, shoes, whatever. Turn up as if you're going to meet the bank manager, or you're turning up to have an important meeting with a client. Don't turn up as one of the lads. And it's not in an ego way, it's in a leadership way, because it sends out a signal. If you turn up like one of the lads, you get treated like one of the lads. And it's not a case of, I'm better than these guys, I need to dress differently and look differently. It's not like that. It's changing the narrative, it's changing the perspective, it's changing even subconsciously how they think of you and what they're expecting you to do when you turn up on site. You might get a wee bit of grief or a wee bit of slagging from the lads when you turn up looking your best and say, well, you going for court today or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, it does send out a clear message. You're not there to help out. You're not there to lend a hand. You're not here to mix cement. You're here to check in on things as the business owner. So when you stop turning up like one of the lads, you stop getting pulled into everything. And let me tell you, see that one piece of advice that I gave to my client, it changed everything. And everybody stepped up accordingly. When he was taken out as that figure of, I'm not one of the lads anymore, it can become too friendly and it can become too chummy or too pally with the guys on site, and you're going around and getting stuck in. But even think of the message to the client. You're turning up as another one of the lads, another worker on site, or do you want to turn up to your client looking like the business owner, looking like you're in control, you're in charge? You want to go into the client's house, sit, maybe have a cup of tea, have a conversation with them, see how things are going, update them on the project, discuss the financials, do whatever. People are going to take you more serious. You're going to come on site with a bit more authority, and everybody will see it that way too. Before we move on, I actually want to give you one other example. And again, it's the same scenario that I see time and time again. The same issue with team not taking initiative. I had this conversation with a client on a call last week, and he's a new client on board, okay? So he's very new to this. He's very new to this way of thinking, acting, behaving. And he says, It's the same thing every time when I go on site and I leave the guys there in the morning, I come back that evening and the site's a mess, or this wasn't done or that wasn't done. And if I was there, that would have happened. The line then got said exactly like it is, and it's the same line I hear 1,000 times. They should know what to do by now. And that one line is exactly what the issue is, because there is a big, big difference in what somebody should know, what they actually know, and what they actually do. So those three things are very, very different. If you're not being clear, then you are relying on an assumption. You're assuming that they know what you know or what you expect. Assumption isn't leading a team. Like I always say, and the same advice that I gave to this client was, you need to remove the thinking out of it. And I know I had another video recently where I said you want to take the thinking out, or you want to make sure they can think for themselves. But by taking the thinking out of it in this way, what I mean is, even though these guys should know, here's what we're doing this day, don't just go verbally to the site and say, right guys, this, and this, and then when that's finished, I want you to do this, and this, and then when that's done, I need you to tidy up, I need you to check on this. Because while you're talking and regurgitating all that information, probably about 30% of it has actually went in, if anything at all. So what I always say is, yes, go to site, set the guys up, but always follow up with a WhatsApp, to-do list like this, and this needs to be done today, or go here or go there, or go and get this material from this place and go and do that. It's just like a checklist. Issue them that checklist, and it could even be, clean up the site at the end of the day. Stuff that that they should know. But again, like I said, what somebody should know, what they actually know, and what they actually do are very different things. So remove the thinking, give them a list, and then there is zero ambiguity. And it's not insulting somebody's intelligence. It's like, guys, just in case I forget, and in case you forget, because I've just gave you a load of information, I'll drop you a message after this to show you exactly what we've just discussed there. And again, guys, this is 2026. Use ChatGPT, use Claude, transcribe, say exactly what it is you want to say. Give me a bullet point list of blah, 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 in a copy form with tick boxes to copy and paste into my WhatsApp group chat with the lads. It'll do it for you. All you literally do, even sitting in the van, just talk into it. It'll write it nice and neat for you. Copy, paste it in, done. It literally takes 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So there's no excuse for you not to do it. Then there's also no excuse for those guys not to follow through on the instructions. Such a small thing, but it takes that expectation or that assumption away. When you come to the site at the end of the day, you say, okay lads, and something's not done. It's like, okay, why was this not done today? Oh, we forgot about it, but didn't get done. Say, oh, well, did you get the message this morning that I sent? Yeah. Did you understand it okay? Yeah. Well, can you tell me why it wasn't done? Then there'll be another issue of, oh, I went to the suppliers and this happened, or I went here and that happened. Most of the time it'll be bullshit excuses, but it could be something genuine that's came up, that the reason why it wasn't done, and that's fine. But at least everybody knows what's expected from each and every person and what needs to be expected and done that day. I want everybody to think of it this way before leaving or coming off this episode. You need to be clear. As a business owner, it is your responsibility to lead and manage the team. So it's very, very important to be absolutely abundantly clear. You need to let your team know what needs to be done. What does good look like? So what does a job well done, or what does a good day or a good progress on site mean? And map out exactly what is expected of them. And then obviously a key one here is to check the understanding. Go through everything and say, is everything clear there? Is there anything that you need from me in order for this to happen? Is there anything you're unsure on? Or even if it's a way of doing something and they have a suggestion on how to do it better. Have you any suggestions on how we could do this better? Or are you clear with that? Are you happy with that? Is there anything you would do differently? That's you giving them the authority to start thinking for themselves. So it's another key part, and just such a small thing of how you phrase a question. What you're trying to do here is provide clarity, because clarity removes problems before they happen. Clarity removes assumptions. Clarity removes disappointment when you turn up the site and what you expected to be done was not done. Just to summarize, do not expect your team or anybody in your business to meet the standards that you have never properly set. If this video hit home and this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. If you've tried any of these scenarios that I put in place, not turning up the site in your work gear, mapping out the instructions on a simple WhatsApp. If you tried something, if it worked, if it helped your business, I would love to know about it. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below if this helped, and I'd love to hear from you.